Hello, here we are standing outside the HCLTech pavilion at Davos on the very last day of the World Economic Forum annual meeting here. I'm Aoife Walsh and I'm HCLTech's Head of Sustainability Marketing. I'm joined by Santosh Jaram, our Head of Sustainability. And we're going to talk through some of the things that we've seen over the last couple of days, but also picking up on some of the conversations and some of the topics that we got at COP27 this year, Santosh. So the theme of the WEF this year is cooperation in a fragmented world. And we certainly saw at COP and we were engaged in discussion around how to collaborate and potentially collaborate in unusual ways, maybe even direct competitors having to compete with one another. So I just wanted to get your view, given what we've experienced for the last few days, given what we had discussions about at COP27, what are some of the examples that you're seeing? What does good look like in this area?
Yeah, even in the WEF, I heard people saying that there are about 450 sessions and we have sustainability core sessions about 125. So you can think about the importance of the topic. The future of sustainability or the way in which companies will move into net zero still depends upon a lot of innovation, right? I mean, that's what we saw in COP as well. The challenge is that do we have the time space for companies to do it by themselves, wait for those innovation to happen and all, and that's where the collaboration and innovation come together. I would explain that in two ways, in the sense that the first one is that the companies need to understand that in the changing order of the world, the sector in which they are working, if they think that their competition in the same sector, that's wrong. And that's already proven, for example, in the automobile, right? I mean, Tesla was never an automobile company. And if you would have asked somebody quite early in an automobile company saying, who are your competitors? I don't think they would have ever named Tesla.
Tesla really came into the automotive industry and totally disrupted as well. We've now got EV thanks to Tesla hugely. But I wonder, is there a point around, I'm sorry, I know I interrupted you, but I think there's a point around the willingness and the desire to innovate and collaborate with your competitors.
There is no organic way that is happening, what I've seen. But yes, on some occasions it does happen. And one of the classical examples which I can say is the formation of the company called Elysis, where Apple took the initiative, because if you look at the phone, aluminum is a critical component. And they want to go into a zero emission aluminum. And so they called their aluminum producers, both Rio and Alcoa, asked them to join together to create the world's first aluminum. Apple also invested into it, and that's how the new company, the Elysis, was formed. So I think I'm yet to see organically that collaboration and innovation happening. But yes, if there is a kind of a slight external pressure, I'm quite sure that we will see more such examples.
Absolutely, and that sounds like what we've been talking a lot about this week is also the idea of systematic change, of completely changing how entire ecosystems are operating and an entire approach. Again, are there any examples, anything that you've seen here that gives you sort of hope or inspiration for how ecosystems can really form together to completely change how systems are running?
Yes, I mean, the HCLTech collaboration with Uplink in terms of the aquapreneur is a classical example, because we know that, we are an IT services company, we are not a water intensive, but we saw a challenge in terms of the freshwater of the world, and we initiated this aquapreneur challenge with the Uplink platform of WEF. And what we are seeing is the energy by which these entrepreneurs who are working in the water space now coming together. We have the first winners. And so I think that's something which I'm seeing at the WEF in terms of how that collaboration is made possible by something like an organization like WEF and join hands with companies like HCLTech.
Excellent, wonderful. Santosh, thank you for those insights. And that's it for now from us. Goodbye.